Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Toby from 170, and in this video we are going to make my first deck for chess. In the previous two videos of chess, I explained completely about mechanics and functions of both spell and immortal type cards, and I mentioned that in future we will make marches with the synergy and functioning of these cards, and then we will also watch some replays of my previous matches in this video, and then there will be another video in the future in which I will use the march that we make right now in practically battle, and accordingly our wins and losses we will make changes to that team. There are total three options for teams, and we will slowly over the process of time make all three of these decks. So first of all, we have three lineups in front and then five in the back. Total we can use nine cards, nine type of cards, any of the nine, immortal or spell. First of all, I'm gonna go in the edits. So over here I have immortals, and then we have the spell cards. First of all, I'm gonna mention the one of the most important cards for this whole mode. It will be this one. So Moctezuma, like I mentioned in the previous videos, he gives you regain for the sake of his own HP, and he dies by himself after giving you energy, but he does not go in front to do the attacks. So first of all, I will place him over here, and he only takes 2 energy, so that's really good. Next up, most people would probably want to use Zenobia, but I personally don't want to use her right now, and I will go with Attila. As I mentioned, Attila is one of the most crucial as well in this mode because of his jump ability and low elixir cost. Next up, I want to go with a higher elixir cost and a very valuable immortal card, which is Cleopatra because of her snakes, and I will place her here. Is this not working? Okay, yeah, yep, there it goes. Next up, I have 2 more slots. So if I am going for a low energy build, which I currently am, I will go for Yesyong, which takes 2 power, and put her over here. Now I have 5, 3, 2, and 2 elixirs. So in a way, I can almost drop all 4 of these at once if I have enough elixir available. I will have to wait like maybe 10 seconds to place the last one. Okay, next up I have one more slot over here. I want to use 5 or 4 cards for spell, so let's stop it right here. I don't want to pick a tank card like Charles or Kid, or maybe they are very high energy cost. First, let's go to the skills. In skills, we have a couple of these which are extremely important from my experience. One of which is Blizzard. It deals 1 H damage, and almost it can raise a lot of low HP cards like snakes, archers. It can actually one shot Attila, I believe. Yes, it can one shot it. So it can also be used after your enemy places Moctezuma. When he uses his first ability to give him 1 energy regain, if you immediately drop this skill on Moctezuma, then opponent's Moctezuma will be wasted. So this is a really good card. I will place it here. Next up, I will use this one, Heal. The majority, 90% of the whole reason to put this skill in the set is for sole purpose of keeping Moctezuma alive. As I mentioned, Moctezuma takes his own HP in return for your elixir. So if you give heal to Moctezuma, then he will take his energy, and then he will also regain his energy after giving you elixir. So it's like using Moctezuma or like abusing him. But it sounds wrong. Okay, let's place it here. Next up, we have this thing which synergies with both heal and Moctezuma, and it also helps you defend your side of the map if you're being pushed a lot, because it recovers HP, 80 HP per 3 seconds for all friendly units in its radius area. And I'm gonna put it here. It is really useful. At last, we have this one of the most important cards in this whole mode for chess. the Call of Thunder. I have already mentioned its function, and it can raise your enemy units just with one move, but it does cost you a lot of energy regain, which is why this card is really usable, but even more usable so in a team with Motsuzuma, and even higher rate for it to be more valuable to you if you are using a regain type setup like heals. So I'm gonna put it here. 100. Now I have one spot left for which I will either go for this skill, Tsunami. It's just like the function of the Blizzard to raise things. It also works for 2 elixir and deals 100 damage. It also helps you clear enemies like archers or snakes as well, or something like Yeseong of the enemy. It can also help you clear a weakened Murzuma. Let's put it here for now. So right now I have 4 immortal cards and 5 spell cards. It's not a very ideal build if you look at it, but it can work. If I'm gonna make any changes into this right now, then I would replace the healing wave for archers like this. But for now, we will continue with this much, and in future if we have more losses than wins, then we can try the replacements and make changes to the build. So with this setup, I also want to go into the previous reports of me. This is one of my old setups that I used previously, like yesterday or maybe the day before that. I used this build in the qualifying rounds, a few matches. I hope I can watch its battle report, and these are some players that I played against. One of the matches was again one of my own server players. I think I did have a few interesting matches, so let's watch the first one actually. Can I watch it? Yeah, I can watch it. That's good. So okay, now let's not speed it up. What is this? Wait, I'm skipping it. No, wait, we need to go back and watch it again. Okay. First of all, he goes with a very high elixir cost, which is gonna cost him a lot. He used a lot of his elixir for a tanky immortal card. When he used his Matsuma, I immediately used my Attila, and I dropped my Matsuma to regain my speed, while my Cleopatra remains in my area and like kills this guy. I can like stack my more energy and make a bigger attack on him. As you can see, all of my immortals were in the same area, and then he uses Thunder, which I mentioned. Thunder can erase almost all of the enemy team with just one move, but the cost of that is very high. And I used Blizzard on his Matsuma after his 1 regain cost, which I mentioned as well, and I use heal on my own Matsuma here, and then I dropped another one, so now I have 2 regains, while my Alkid is up front, and I use my Cleopatra for backup. Then I drop my Attila to do more pressure on them. Now I don't have any more regain coming in, which will cost me a lot if he has regain. My Cleopatra can hold him for a while. Then I use my Alkid as a tanker. I remove his Matsuma as soon as I can. Then I drop my own regain speed Matsuma. Here he tries to kill my Cleopatra, but I will remove both of these guys with the, what was it called, the 100 power one. I forgot its name, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm using more regains and I'm dropping more immortals. My Cleopatra is barely hanging in here, so I need to send another thing for backup, but I also need to remove this guy, the Blizzard, like I did. Then I drop Attila for more pressure because Attila just straight jumps on them. Then I use heal on my Matsuma, who was almost dying, so I can regain more energy from him. I remove his only options remaining on the map, which he puts in to kill my immortals attacking him, and when he cannot defend it, and the match goes off. He did not have too much of a time because I did not give him enough time. As you can see how fast I'm explaining it, it was not even in the double speed map. I was just not giving him enough time to do anything because of my regain speed and my low cost of immortals to use. I'm using most of the immortals that I am using are very low cost. This is my side of the team. As you can see, 3, 2, 4, 5 and 2. Then my cards also use 2, 2, 3 and 6. 6 one is high, but I don't think I really use this card in this match. On the other hand, he's using a 6, then 12. Although this 12 one's cost keeps going down, but still that's a 12. Then there's 2, 2, 6, straight up just 6, and I think this is one of the very crucial card in his team, but he's not able to use this card in a very fast matchup. Yes, he is making his march around this card because he's using heal in this match. So then he also have the Lancelot. Lancelot is actually very nice immortal. If you can use his ability correctly, like Attila's, then he's a very valuable immortal. Then you have Attila as well. I'm not sure if he used Attila too much. He used Lancelot a lot. Attila does not have too many stats on it. Then he also has Blizzard. So he actually does not have a bad setup, but I think he did not use it in a very good manner. Maybe in future I might like copy his match, copy this team, and then I try to play with this team in the right manner to show the difference of, like, even a bad setup, if used in the right way, it can be very, very valuable. But sometimes bad setups are like not even usable, so we will have to try things out ourselves and test it out in matches against actual players. And for that, you will have to keep watching. And thank you for watching this video. If you have any suggestions or questions, you can ask me now in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.